as hell. I did a 40-hour shift straight, and my body's just exhausted. Um, at my job, the two people who were supposed to replace me and I was supposed to replace called off, so I picked up those shifts. Did 40 hours straight. I really liked it, but I didn't really feel appreciated by the management, and they didn't even bother to say thank you. And then they took away my hours because I almost got overtime. They some bitches, but I'm upset not because they took away the hours, but because if I kept working, it would have got me closer to my goal. But I'm like, it's okay, don't worry. Um, Something's gonna move to the point where I get um, uh, what I want, and it's gonna be all good. But um, I want to talk about this trade. I had some other trades before, but I didn't record them, and I'm making sure that I get in the habit of recording them the day of the trade. But I'm still on my journey for 1,000 trades. Excuse me. Focusing on my 1,000 trades, my next 1,000 trades, like Adam told me, and I'm just focusing on that. So this is what I'm focused on. This is what I'm gonna do. Um, but there's a couple stocks that dipped and ripped. This stock is right here that I traded. I don't know if TON did or not. Um, it had a dip. It had a nice dip. We just spiked in the morning. There was quite a few stocks that was moving. I had them all right here in my multi chart. So ACB pulled back this morning. I was trying to get in, and I'll talk about that trade as well, and I missed it. Um, this stock, I don't think I ever even watched. Wolf was talking about this trade um, with this one right here. Um, it had panicked. It had panicked in the morning, and right here I was trying to get in, but I was like, let me check my research real quick to see how is it going to perform, what's going on with it. Wolf was talking about its and was talking about the research and the indicators and everything, but I just didn't feel comfortable just going off of what he said. I had to do my research myself, and by the time I was done, it was already like right here. And I looked at the risk to reward, and I'm like, okay, I'm risking from 82 cents, and it's already at like 87 or so. I'm like, I don't like the risk to reward, and I missed it, and it ended up spiking way higher than what I expected. Yeah, if I got it right here, I would have made way more compared to this. You can even just look at the range, but I didn't know it was going to go this high, and um, you know, I want the proper risk to reward, and if I can't get it, I have to let it go. I have to be disciplined. So I missed it, spiked, and then it just did its thing and it's fading. And I'm not looking to get in. I think like somewhere right here, I was looking to get in, or right here, while I was hovering above VWAP. I think it was right here. And then I was just like, nah, I already missed the big move. Nah, I'll be playing a guessing game while it's hovering above VWAP, and I didn't want to touch it. Um, on CGC, uh, Wolf was talking about it as well. I wasn't even aware that this was spiking, but it spiked. It had a pullback, and just started spiking. It was a nice move. They didn't even notice that it was moving. It wasn't on the top percent gainers. But AVTC. which I'm going to go to the big picture chart just explaining it. It had a reverse split recently. Um, as you can see, oh no, wrong stock, sorry. WeWork had a reverse split and started spiking. But Wolf said, you know, whenever you're playing a reverse split, give it a day or two. Don't just get in first day, second day. Like, give it some time. Talking to Tanner, he was advising me that as well last week. But basically, um, I saw that it had, you know, it was a top percent gainer on a day. Um, and then like it pre-market was spiking. I wasn't really caring about it until it pulled back here. It pulled back here. I wasn't sure if it was above VWAP because one of the charts I was looking at, I forgot that it didn't have VWAP, so it didn't have VWAP. So when I was looking at it, it was just like I couldn't tell, and then I put it on, and you know, by the time I was like already putting it on, it was right here. So then, I kind of chased it honestly. I was risking a penny, and I got in at like a little bit over a penny, 14.25, risking 13, and I knew I didn't want to really risk. I knew I didn't really want to risk this low. That's a whole penny and a quarter, a penny and a quarter. So it was like I didn't want to risk that much. So I changed my risk to, I think after I got in here, it pulled back. Oh, I hate this. It pulled back, and then I was waiting for it to see what it was gonna do, and I'm like, I gotta cut soon because I'm risking here, the lower day here. And then I just waited, and after that, I pulled back right here, and then it started perking up, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move my risk to not my entry, but to this pullback right here, which is not accurate, but I did chase it, so I have to make my risk tighter because it's just not going well. And then it started perking up, and it started perking up, and I had put my stop limit order higher, but I made a mistake on my stop limit order. I put it from excuse me, I hate this shit. From here to here, and but the limit, the stop was from here. The stop order limit, one of them was at this price, but the other one, which is, and I'll explain it here. I'll show you here. So this is the, I don't know which ones this is, but I had put my stop at here, whatever price that it was, like 13 and a half, above 13. But this was like higher than 13, and it's supposed to be lower than 13. So I don't know if I explained that well, but basically I messed up my stop limit order, and instead of putting it to go from this range down, I put it from this range up. So once it hit my stop, orders above it would only get executed and not orders below it, and the price was going against me, so I kind of fucked myself up. So it started spiking. I was up like $300-400, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna test it to see if it would go higher. Right now, it's not the market to see if it will go higher. And I've been doing that for the last few trades because that's what I'm accustomed to, and I still have to adapt. And it went higher, then it started pulling back, and I knew it was time to get out. And then my order stop limit order got triggered, but it kept going down, and it wasn't getting executed because I accidentally put it from triggering from here and up, not from here and down. And I realized that I'm like, why is my shit not getting executed? And I quickly went and put a market order. And I thought about it. I'm like, how did I enter my stop limit order? I'm like, I forgot to look at the second part of the stop limit order, and that's why I ended up losing more than what I wanted to. I was up about this amount or close to it, and I ended up losing more. So that's all in this trade. You know, the stock didn't go my way. That's okay. I didn't have the discipline to really cut losses quickly, so I put in a stop limit order in. And then when I realized my stop limit order wasn't working, I had to realize, okay, I fucked up. Market order that bitch. So lesson learned here. When you're in a trade and it's going your way, you should take gains, especially in a market like this, because you know no dip and rips have been really working. And honestly, I've been missing all the dip and rips that do actually work, like ACB, which is not really part of my strategy when it comes to playing dip and rips. It's not really part of my strategy because this is a 9% gain. I would have never been watching this. It would have to be one of the top percent gainers, and it has to be not overcrowded and overextended. But that's okay. But the lesson is, when you're up 5% to 10%, take it. And at the trade that I just explained on AVTX, I was up over 5% for sure. And I didn't take it because I'm like, 5% is not enough. So next time when you're up 5%, you're up 10%, just take it. Right now it's not a hot market. We may be in a bull market. That's a possibility. I don't really check too much on that, which I need to do. The markets are down for the day. Looking at the yearly chart, you know, you got to look at the RSI or the Bollinger Bands or whatever to tell you if we're in a bull market or not. But this is not an ideal market for me to really be playing in. It might be for someone else, but to me, it's not what I want. So our lesson here is take quick gains. Right now is not the time to long. You know, right now is not the time to be longing these stocks like that. So, yeah.